Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, some of the things that have been going on in my life. And in today's video, I want to talk about an idea that I've encountered, or basically I came across while continuing to read. What is it called? What's the book called? My brain. Hidden Potential by Adam Grant. And so the idea is basically this idea that most of the time, like there was this study that I don't know who did, but like there was this study that showed that basically before anyone, like any of the top performers, got a huge rise in performance, they had to go through a dip in performance. And that was really interesting to see and somewhat reassuring, because sometimes, like, it's just basically kind of gives me permission to experiment with new stuff. Because what happens is when you feel that some technique that you're using, or like some approach that you're using, is not good and you decide to switch, there is a time of adaptation from basically going from the previous technique, which you were uh, pretty proficient at, but that had like a ceiling to your performance. So let's say he gives the example of typing. So let's say you're just learning to type. At the beginning, you start typing with your fingers and like just looking for the like more of a visual typing kind of stuff. And basically, if you want to graduate to like a better type of typing, like starting to get used to your keyboard more rather than just uh, trying to type with your fingers, you have to endure a temporary dip in performance, because you're still adapting to the new technique that you're trying to adopt. And basically, you will perform worse on the short term because you have shifted your strategy. But over the long term, that will allow you to increase your speed of typing overall. And so, like, I think this definitely applies to me. Like, it's something that I've kind of forced myself to do, like over and over again, like accept temporary dip in performance, like make peace with a temporary dips in performance for the sake of long-term, higher long-term performance. And basically, like one recent example that I can think of like an athlete that did this is, I think, Alcaraz, so the tennis player. I think his name is, I don't remember, Carlos maybe. I don't remember, but basically, yes, Carlos Alcaraz. Basically, he's been, I think last year he was really struggling with his play, and basically this year he completely destroyed. He won Wimbledon, and I think he also won Roland Garros, and that's just like insane, because these are like some of the biggest tournaments and hardest tournaments that exist, and basically, like, and he was in a lot of the later stages of the other tournaments. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to look at his Google, like his tournament record for this year, so 2024. And yeah, it was just really impressive to see. And I had no doubts that actually, like last year, I was talking about this with some of my cousins who are super into tennis. I was talking about the fact about how incredible Alcaraz is, and like what actually sets him apart in my eyes is his kind of humility and lack of ego. And I think like, he has a lot of attributes that Adam Grant describes in his book. Like, I think he has a lot of character skills, and yeah, I mean, I have not seen him play enough to know. Like, I actually don't watch that much tennis to basically be able to say, oh, he has a very specific style or whatever. But I remember I was watching the series Point Break last year, and I don't remember if he was one of the people that they were following. I don't think so. But basically, from all of the personalities that were on display in this show, of the different tennis players, like, you could tell from afar that, like, Alcaraz has this kind of, like, character of a champion, super humble, joyful also, right? Like, joy, like, he seemed to always be smiling, and just overall a good person. And I literally was talking with my cousin last year, like, telling him, "Oh, Alcaraz is amazing. Like, I'm a really big fan." And he was telling me, "Yeah, but this year he's not so good. He's got a few injuries, whatever." I told him, uh, like, I don't doubt that he would come back and completely destroy the scene, because I just could tell from his, like, just the way that he presented himself in the world, that he has kind of those character skills that make a champion. And I'm really happy to see that this year we can see them playing out, with him winning both Roland Garros and Wimbledon this year. So yeah, basically, don't be afraid. Like, the takeaways is from this video is, don't be afraid to try something new, and basically always try to improve on whatever it is that you're doing, even if it means taking the short-term hit in performance, but that will eventually, over a long enough time horizon, allow you to reach higher heights. I don't know how you say it, but I hope you get the point of what I'm trying to say. But anyway, yeah, that's something that I'm learning to, like, basically, I thought it was a very cool idea, and it was very cool to see that it was very well documented that a lot of top performance, like, performers, like, right before they reach peak performance, they have a dip in performance, and basically that's attributed to a change in technique, a change in, let's say, path, and basically by taking like a different path, like, by the time that you kind of adjust to it, and, like, kind of adjust to the moves, and, like, to the special technique, you will get a dip in performance. It's inevitable, but you just have to stomach it for basically higher heights after that, and better performance overall, to break through the performance ceiling that you might be feeling. Like, if you're feeling like you're stagnating, it might be time to kind of reconsider whatever it is that you're doing, to take a short-term hit on performance, and invest in higher long-term performance overall. So yeah, that's the idea of the day. That's all I wanted to talk about for today. Thanks a lot for tuning in. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, so the one right before this one, or you can click here to watch my latest video on the channel overall. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, night, whichever time of day it is where you are right now. Bye for now, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye!